Our next speaker is Matt Fox. Matt has always been an advocate of active living. Over the years, he's played many sports from hockey to cricket. And by looking at his height, no surprise, at one point, he was an accomplished basketball player. But after many injuries, Matt has permanently benched himself. Now he considers himself an avid hill walker. Now, when Matt first joined Toastmasters 6 years ago, he described himself as a bumbling wreck, full of nerves when in front of any audience. He was climbing a very different hill. But today, after 6 years as a Toastmaster, 4 of which in MVP, Matt actively seeks out opportunities to speak and share his ideas. Like, what an amazing 180-degree turn. Bravo, Matt. He credits his success to the membership of MVP, who have and continue to share their speaking expertise so freely. So with that support, Matt continues to grow and improve in his speaking journey. He credits individuals like Christina Cruz, one of Matt's mentors, and Anthony Sani, whom he credits with improving his stylistic writing skills. So with this support in mind, Matt continues to grow and improve in his speaking journey. Tonight, the one thing he wants us to get from his speech is that we are not alone in our speaking journeys, climbing our respective hills. With that in mind, let's show Matt our support in his speech, Brothers. Brothers, Matt Fox.
Over there, Peter, I said, looking out into the countryside in front of me. Peter's gaze followed mine, and he stared into the distance as the early morning sun lit up the landscape. No, I don't think so, Matt. Not this time. Okay, I said. We continued to look out upon the countryside and landscape, make small talk, reminisce about what we did last weekend, plan what we're going to do next weekend, laugh and joke with each other to kill time. I paused a moment to breathe in that crisp morning air. It smells good. And I raised my head to feel the rays of the early morning sun warm my face. And I smiled a contented smile. Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, honored guests. That sounds idyllic, doesn't it? But this isn't the scene of two friends stood on a hilltop, overlooking the mountains and the scenery, admiring the view in some benign land. We stood in a trench, in a war zone, scanning my arcs, keeping an eye out for the enemy, hoping, just hoping, I see him before he sees me. With no real idea of what's going to happen next. Will I be face to face with my foe in minutes few? Will I hear the rumble of tanks, or the thunder of artillery, maybe the screams of attack aircraft? Will I be able to smell that crisp morning air tomorrow morning? And will I ever see my wife and children again? Oops. I should be terrified, but I'm not. Why? I have Peter by my side. And I look beyond Peter, and I see Stephen and John and Frank. And when I look to my left, I see David, Mike, and Stuart. And I realize why I have no fear. My brothers, they make a difference. Do you have your own support network? Comrades in arms, mentors, your version of my brothers, people who've got your back, people who make life much more fun, with shared common goals, shared burdens, people who raise you up so you can stand on mountains. Life in the army was full of those times when I needed my brothers. Tough times, tough situations. When as a group we felt we could laugh in the face of adversity. Just like the time when a rocket flew above our heads, ricocheted off a building, and landed in the river without exploding. Ha, you missed us. Maybe it was bravado, maybe it was strength in numbers, but I think it was that unmistakable bond of brotherhood. Imagine then my feelings when after 28 years I left my military family, my brothers, and I stepped through the doors into civilian life, into the unknown, away from that sheltered existence that is the military life, and into this big, bad world in which you all thrive. I should have been terrified, but I wasn't. I had the support of my family, my friends, their encouragement. And then I came out into this world and I met people, and I was met with a smile and a handshake, and people made me feel welcome. Wow, that makes a difference. And today I stand here at Toastmasters facing one of the greatest fears of mankind. And it's not spiders, it's not kittens, and it's certainly not Mark Kolke. Public speaking. I should be terrified, but you guessed it, I'm not. Why? Because I have my brothers, my sisters, my friends, you. You encourage me, you motivate me, you mentor me. A friendly smile, a kind word, some positive feedback, please, Teresa. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You don't have to have served in the army or gone toe-to-toe with the enemy to find people that can make a difference. Not just brothers, but sisters, family, friends, work colleagues. Anybody that can lift you up from that quagmire of self-doubt and fear. Can you think of a time in the last year, last month, last week, or even today when you were supported by your brothers, sisters, family, or friends? Was it the very fact that they supported for you, cared for you, that you were able to hold your head up, stride forward, and smile at the same time? I quote the lyrics from the song "You Raise Me Up" throughout my speech, because those words have such purpose, such passion, and such feeling to me. I'm eternally grateful to my brothers who carried me through some tough times, to my family for being there through thick and thin and for their encouragement, and to you, my friends, for supporting me always. What a difference it makes. You raise me up to be more than I can be.